Different things will affect a population's ability to cope with natural hazards. For example, income. So poor populations or nations will often have lower quality housing than rich nations. Hurricanes usually affect countries like Haiti worse than the USA, which is a rich country, because the differences in housing and ability to cope. So, for example, if there's high winds, a house that's built with really poor materials or poor construction is more likely to fall down, and therefore the hazard risk is higher, and the ability to cope is lower for the population. Preparation is another example. High-income countries usually have governments that can build flood defences and evacuate the population if there's a flood. For example, and the same will be for other natural hazards as well. So in London, for example, there's the Thames Barrier, which stops storm surges happening on the Thames. But in poorer countries, like Bangladesh, there'll be less preparation and less defences. So when compared with poor countries, wealthy countries usually have housing that is better able to cope with natural hazards and governments that can afford to build flood defences. What affects population's ability to cope with natural hazards? Preparation and income. How bad are natural hazards? So there are three factors that affect how bad a natural hazard is. Frequency. This means how often something happens. If a volcano erupted violently every single day, that would be worse than the volcano that erupted every 500 years. There's also the magnitude, which is another way of saying size. A volcano erupting violently is worse than one that erupts mildly because it will put more people in danger if it erupts violently. So some hazards do more damage and injure more people than others. And finally, predictability. So some hazards are more predictable. Earthquakes, for example, are less predictable than tropical storms, so governments often can't prepare and evacuate the population. So let's just recap what three factors affect how bad a natural hazard is. It's the frequency, the predictability, and the magnitude, which is another way of saying size. And just to recap again, what affects a population's ability to cope with natural hazards? Income and preparedness. So looking at the magnitude of natural hazards. As I said before, the volcano erupting violently is worse than one that erupts mildly. And some hazards do more damage and injure more people than others. So a hazard with a bigger size or magnitude is usually worse than a hazard with a smaller magnitude. Just to quickly go back over preparation. High-income countries usually have income. Governments. High-income countries usually have governments that can build a flood defence and evacuate the population. So these governments tend to have higher incomes. Countries tend to usually, these countries are richer, so the governments can afford to build these flood defences. Now, which of the following does not affect how bad a natural hazard is? Frequency, predictability, ethnicity, and magnitude. So there are three factors that affect how bad a hazard is, and these are frequency, predictability, and magnitude. So the option here is ethnicity, which does not affect how bad a natural hazard is.